blessed assurance has never sounded so sweet. Hi, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and this is All God's People. Hearing over 15 nationalities of the 90-member Russian-American Church blend their voices in singing Blessed Assurance and other hymns on a recent Sabbath brought tears to my eyes and renewed hope to my heart. For Indo-European believers, the Russian-American Church in Glendale, California is a welcoming and comforting place for worship, especially during this time of war and difficulty. In this house of God's grace, people are praying for peace. Pastor Anatoly Gordiala is Ukrainian and has pastored the church since 2010. During the worship service, members stood and shared their prayer requests for relatives who have been impacted by the war in Ukraine. From the music of the praise team, to the offering call, to special music, to the children's story, the spirit of love and compassion was palpable throughout the service. A young woman named Olesia sang a beautiful, haunting song, whose words translated to "Heaven is quietly crying." The message was, if we can't find love in our hearts, this will happen again and again. Pastor Anatoly shared that it's easy to read Matthew 5:44, but so difficult to do. How do we love our enemies? A young Armenian man named Chris celebrated his 25th birthday, and the congregation acknowledged him at church and celebrated with him at the potluck following the service. Young Ivan and his mother spoke about their relatives and friends who were in desperate need of food. Ivan made this request.
Hi, my name is Ivan, and the thing with the war we can help is by sending money for food and food, and also if you can help, you can also pray for the poor.
Our prayers are with you, members of the Russian American Church, and with all of our brothers and sisters who are so personally affected by this tragic war. You can read the story of the Russian American Church at the link in the description box. On Thursday, March 17, the Executive Committee of the Pacific Union Conference convened in Westlake Village, California, for the first quarterly meeting of 2022. The Union Executive Committee members come from all across the Union's geography to help develop and direct the work of the church in our region. The members include lay members and employees, and the membership demonstrates the great diversity of the Adventist Church in the Pacific Southwest. As the official representatives of the more than 220,000 Adventists in the 7 conferences of the Pacific Union, the committee members heard reports and acted on the business of the church in our region. As president of the Pacific Union Conference, Elder Bradford Newton leads this committee, and he is deeply focused on both the day-to-day work and the development of long-term strategies that will impact our future. Engaged participation by the committee membership demonstrates the focus and commitment of our leadership to fulfilling our mission. Please continue to pray for our churches, schools, ministries, and institutions, and for the members of the Executive Committee as they engage in the important work of the Pacific Union. Tomorrow, Sabbath, March 26, is Safety Sabbath. Each year, Adventist Risk Management provides churches with resources to help them focus on a specific area of safety. This year, the theme is Inclusive Emergency Planning. Free resources are available at safetysabbath.com. It's not too late to make sure your congregation celebrates Safety Sabbath. But I tell you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Pastor Anatoly is right. It's easy to read Matthew 5:44, but hard to do. He reminded the congregation that love, Christ's love in our hearts, is the only answer. That's my prayer today for all God's people, that we keep Christ's love in our hearts.